It's Tuesday. It's not. It's Thursday, which means it's time for your weekly dance party with me. Okay, so let's get into this music a little bit. Today we are obliterating obstacles. We're going to go through your video challenges and we're going to solve one of them today, right now on this live. So until we draw, just get into the vibe a little bit. Let loose. Right? It's not dance like this. This is too safe. You gotta let it fly. You gotta it's like those little Gumby things, those things outside of car dealerships, right? That's how you dance. That's how you let go. That's how you let loose everything that's weighing you down this week, including your video challenges. That is what today is all about. All right, let's turn off the music, as sad as it is. You don't tune in to see me dance or to dance with me, although it is a nice little perk, isn't it? Okay, let's draw. Oh boy, what are we gonna get today? This guy jumped out. You saw him jump out. He really wants to be handled. Okay. Oh, okay. This is an interesting one. Interesting one. Can you guys see that? Lack of tech know-how and wanting to appear professional. Okay. And how those two things come together. Okay. The first question that I would ask any of you that have ever felt this way, ever wondered or worried about this or obsessed over this, the first question that you really need to ask yourself is why? Why do I feel like just showing up as me, showing up in my surroundings as I am with the equipment that I have? Why is that not professional? And if it is truly not professional, what's the consequence of that? So what? So what if you're not professional? What's going to happen? Now, I'm not advocating, I'm not sitting here saying that you should show up with bedhead, half asleep, in the dark, in your PJs. It's not what I'm suggesting. But what I'm suggesting is that oftentimes we put things in our path that slow us down. I can't do this because I don't have this ready. I'm not 100% here, therefore I'm not ready. I can't do this. I can't go live because I don't have a professional setting. I can't go live because I don't have a professional camera or professional lighting, or I don't have the StreamYard or the whatever tech is out there. Here's what I would tell you. None of that matters. None of that matters. If you speak from the heart and you are giving value and you are talking to your perfect person, they don't care. They don't care. They don't. They want what's in here. They want what's in here. They want you. They want your voice, your message, how you help them. That's what matters. Okay. Now, having said that, that's not really what the question is, right? I would just last sentence I will say on this, and that is make sure this is the real obstacle, the real challenge, because it's likely not. Okay. There are people all over the internet going live, doing videos with just their cell phone. That is as low tech as it possibly gets. And you know what? They got lots of people tuning in. They got thousands and thousands of followers. They are running their business. You don't need all the stuff. Now, does all the stuff help? Sure. But it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't move the needle forward. Okay. So let me give you an example. This is specifically about tech. So let's talk about tech. And I don't know if that tech means like equipment, like a camera or a microphone, or if it means like software. So I want to touch on both of them. So let's just explore this for a second. Okay. So do you need a super nice camera? I have a really nice camera that I have spent thousands of dollars. And you want to know where it is? It's in that closet. Because this camera is good enough. Okay. Now, is this camera, the one that I'm looking at right now, better than the camera that just comes standard on my laptop? Sure. Is it better than the one on my cell phone? That's debatable. Okay. But does that tech, that piece of equipment, and it's camera, it could be microphone, it could be lighting, right? Does that help me achieve more clients? Does that get me more results? What do you think? Not necessarily. If your message, if what you're talking about is not coming through, if it is not resonating with your person, if it is not turning you into a irresistible client magnet, those things, those skills, they're going to move the needle forward faster than a camera. Okay. So what I would tell you is if you are wanting to invest in something, you're wanting a new camera or a new light or a new microphone or whatever else, you know what I would tell you? Invest in a coach instead. Invest in a coach that can help you figure out how to get your message out, how to structure your videos, your lives, because that's going to move the needle forward faster. Okay. Enough on that. Now, back to the camera, the microphone, the light. Does it help? It helps in that you may feel more confident. Okay. If I have a better camera or better lighting, I might look better. And if I look better, I feel better. I'm going to do more lives. That's where it helps. Okay. If I have a better microphone and I like the sound of my voice better, then I'm going to go live more. I'm going to show up more. I'm going to be more visible. Therefore, I'm going to get more clients. So that's how tech can help. Okay. Now let's talk about tech in terms of like this software. So I'm using StreamYard to stream into Facebook. Okay. That is tech and it can be overwhelming, but I will tell you, I'm the least technical person ever. There are lots of very technical people that are in this group. I'm happy to refer you to them. But for me, it has to be simple because I don't like tech. If it doesn't plug in and work, if I can't, hit a button and be live, then that's too much for me. And it takes away from what I'm trying to do. So simplify it. Don't overcomplicate it. Keep it simple. That's exactly right. There's several things in here. Several of your comments. Sherry says, keep it simple. Now, backing up a little bit, Sherry also asked, are PJ bottoms okay? Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's like the mullet, right? Professional on top, party on the bottom. Okay. I'm going to go through some of these other comments here in a second. So let's get back to StreamYard. How does StreamYard or Restream, or there's so many other Ecamm, there's so many other platforms out there. How does that tech help you get more clients? It in and of itself, it doesn't, except that it saves you time. So you may pay, I pay $25 a month for StreamYard. I pay $25 a month for StreamYard so that I can stream this video into my Facebook group, onto my Facebook personal profile, and onto my YouTube channel at the same time. So that saves me time. I can reach more people doing it one time versus many times. That's worth that investment, in my opinion. There's a whole lot of other benefits, and this isn't a live about StreamYard. So in that case, can technology, whether it's equipment or software, help you be more professional? And what is the end result of that? Hopefully I have addressed that particular question. Okay. If that kind of tech is like intimidating and you're like, I don't know what camera to buy, I don't know what light to get, I don't know what software to get, then let's have a quick conversation. I can help you with this. I have simplified it for myself and I can simplify it for you. I actually have a page on my website where I have a video that I walk you through all of the different tech and how to make decisions on which ones to go first. And then I've got recommendations on which tech to buy. They're all affiliate links. So it's a great way to help support my business. And then I'm willing to help you if you get stuck setting it up or you get caught or whatever else it is. So I would say don't let tech stop you from going live. You don't have to have anything more than your cell phone. It's more important to get your message out than it is to wait until something is in place. Okay, I'm a perfect example of that. Let me give you like a for real scenario, and then I will get to all your comments and questions. So I have hired a coach. I have a coach, and our very first session, she said, "Okay, well, what is stopping you? What is slowing you down from putting your group coaching program out to the world, getting it out there?" And there was a lot of discussion. I'm making this a much shorter story, but bottom line, I said, I don't have a landing page. And the thought of building the landing page with all the stuff and things and writing the copy and doing like, I don't have the capacity to do it right now. And so because I don't have that ready, I feel like I can't launch my group coaching program. And she said, why? I kind of had to scratch my head a little bit. And she said, no, seriously, why do you need to have a landing page in order to get your group coaching program out? Where is that rule written? And I've said that to you guys a million times. Where is that rule written? That you have to have a fancy camera, that you have to have a fancy mic, that you have to have fancy lights, that you have to use StreamYard, that you have to do any of this tech. That's not a rule written anywhere. Are those nice things to have? Yes. Do they make you feel better because they're more professional? Sure. But it shouldn't stop you. And as soon as it was like this big aha for me. I was like, holy crap. Holy crap. And so at that point, she challenged me. And I don't know about you guys, but when I'm challenged with something, I'm like, I'm going to get this, right? And she said, I want you to launch your group coaching program. Now, granted, I'd done the group coaching program before. This isn't my first time ever, but the next cohort, if you will. And I refuse to let you do a landing page. That's what she said. You can't get one. You can't do one. Other than just enough information to take people's, payment plans, and get people signed up. You can't have anything longer than that. And I was like, oh my gosh. And at first I thought, oh my gosh, you're like tying my arms behind my back. But you know what? It was so freeing. And I realized you don't have to do any of that. All you want to do is have conversations with people. That's it. So think about video in this same way. Are all of those things nice to have? Yes. Is the tech nice to have? Yes. Does it make you feel more professional, which results in long-term gains? Yes. But don't let it stop you. Think about it like this. You have a message to share. You have something important. You can help people. That's why you have this business. You want to have an impact. You want to make a difference, all of those things. If you're constantly waiting to share that because you don't have this or you don't have that or this isn't done or that's not ready, you're going to be waiting a long time. And your perfect people are going to be waiting. Imagine if you had started months ago, years ago. Women in particular, there's a study, there's all sorts of data, you can Google it, that talks about how women, we have this thing where we feel like we have to be 100% ready to do anything. Men, they don't have that. They jump in maybe 40% ready. We got to get better at that as women. We got to help support each other. We got to support cheer each other on. So I would tell you, whatever your obstacle is, right? If it's tech, if it's whatever it is that the real issue, or is there something else going on? Dig deep. Peel back the layers of the onion. Because my guess is these are obstacles you're putting in your way because there's some other reason you don't want to do it. You don't want to go live. Okay. I would love to know, for those of you that are watching, whether it's live or watching on the hashtag replay, which is it? If this is you, if there's ever been something, it doesn't even have to be tech. It doesn't have to be tech, but whatever it is that's getting in your way, really ask yourself, is this the real reason that I don't want to do this, or that I'm putting it off, or that I'm dreading it, or that I don't do it? I would love to know. And if you don't want to comment here, you don't have to. Message me and say, here's what's going on. Because I want to help you overcome that. This session every Thursday is about overcoming your video obstacles. Okay. Whatever your video obstacle is, if it's getting in your way, I want you to message me, because I bet you I can help you get through it in a couple of messages. And then you're on your way. You're putting your message out there. You're talking to more people. The more you talk to people, the more you talk about your offer, the more you're going to sell. The more you're going to sell. Okay. Now, yes, do you have to get your message right? Yes. And those are all things I can help you with. But from a concept perspective, that's what I want you to get. Stop waiting and go. You can always make it better. You can always add those things. Okay. Let's go to some comments. Let's see what you all have to say on this. Okay. Sherry says, it's not about you. That's right. Showing them your superpowers. I posted that this week. Did you see that, Sherry? It's not about you showing them your superpowers. It's about helping your clients uncover their superpowers. Powerful stuff. Okay. Stop making excuses and just start where you are. Yes. 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 It's not about what you have. It's about what you can offer them. It's how you can help them. And I'm telling you, you're perfect people. We talk about this all the time. It's a magnet. You are attracting and repelling. Just like a magnet repels and attracts. You got both sides of it. That's what you're doing in your social media. You're starting conversations. You're attracting your right people. You're repelling the ones that are not your people. The sooner you get started having those conversations and engaging with those people, the faster you're going to get where you want to go. Love this. Love it. It is who you are. Abso-freaking-lutely. Confidence is where this person struggles. Okay. Tell me more. Confidence in what? Where does the lack of confidence come from? because it can come from a lot of different places. So why does lack of confidence stop you from doing it? What's the so what? What are you worried will happen? Good questions to think about. Okay, let's see here. Sherry says it's a tax write-off. You're talking about buying stuff, isn't it? Yes. Okay, so here's a funny story. Are we good on time? Yeah, we're good on time. I think I've shared in previous videos, I have nothing in front of me. I'm in an open space because this is a big room. And so I don't have anywhere to put my stuff. And so what I want to do is get a whiteboard that's on wheels. I can move around. I can use it as a whiteboard. I can pin my stuff on it. I can put important stuff on it. And they're like, depending, they're around $100. And I was like, I don't know that I want to spend $100. Like there are other ways around it. And then I was like, wait a minute. If I spent a tax write-off. Oh, so funny. Do they record it also? I think this is a question about StreamYard. Yes. You get so many hours of recording time at the $25 a month, and I've got an affiliate link if anybody wants it. And there's also a demo in the group, in the Facebook group, if you want to learn more about it. That's out there. Or I'm happy to. I love StreamYard. I'm happy to talk about it. Okay. Okay, the issue is putting your message together. Okay, so the best way to get your message right, this goes back, and this is very relevant to what we were talking about here, where we started with this. This is our topic today. More philosophical than just what's on this piece of paper, right? Which is this idea of waiting for perfection, waiting to get it exactly right. And if you are waiting on putting your message together before you start, you're stuck in a loop that you're never going to get out of. Okay. So you've heard me talk about this before. You got to start, suck, get better. It works for everything in your life and in your business. The reason we don't start is because we don't want to suck. So we don't start doing videos because we don't want our message to suck. The problem is you can't figure out your message in isolation. You can't figure out your message without having conversations with people, without hearing what works and what doesn't. You have to go through the suck part in order to get better. And you fine tune your message along the way. We often, myself included, we sit back and we wait and we think, I've got to get the message exactly perfect and then I can go live. Meanwhile, weeks and months go by and you still haven't gotten your message out. All that time, you could have been getting your message out and fine-tuning it and tweaking it and adjusting it and making it better and seeing what works and seeing what doesn't. It's like an experiment. But I think what happens is we get this in our mind, and this is the same way with tech, where we get this in our mind and we think, but if the message is wrong, then I'm going to fail. No, not fail. Fail forward if you're going to do anything. Learn from it. What works? What resonates? What doesn't? Change it up. Switch it up. Okay. One of the best things you can do, if this is you, if you are somebody out there and you're like, I can't get this right, I can't get my message right. You got two choices. One, hire a coach. Hire a coach who can fast track you into figuring out that message. They've done it. They can help you save time, right? So if you're gonna start, suck, get better, they can get you to get better faster. Right? That doesn't mean that you don't have to go through the sucky phase. You do. Second thing that you can do is start having conversations with your perfect people. And if you don't have an audience, you got to start building an audience. You got to start doing posts and you got to start engaging and you got to start doing videos so that you start to assemble an audience around yourself. If you don't have an audience, it doesn't matter how good your offer is, you're never going to sell it because you don't have any people watching. You don't have anybody tuning in. You got to start. You got to start before you suck, before you get better. Okay. So in terms of your message, try different things. See what works. Something that I gave somebody in this group is challenge yourself to tweak your message every week and see as you tweak your message, are you getting more or less people commenting on it? Say it in a different way. Put a post out and say, hey, I need to do market research. Are there any moms to put on your first personal profile? Are there any moms? Are there any coaches? Are there any entrepreneurs? Whoever your target audience is, and say, is anybody willing to get on a call with me for 10 or 15 minutes? I want to pick your brain. You will be shocked at how many people will be like, yeah, I'll give you 10 minutes. I'll give you 15 minutes. And then have your questions ready. Ask them all the same questions and just listen. Don't sell. Don't argue. Don't debate. Just listen and take copious notes. Your message will come from their words. It'll come from their words. How do they talk about the particular problems that they're facing? That's where your message comes in. Okay, we are off on a tangent, but it's a good one because it is all connected and related to the same concept. What is getting in your way? Look at all these video challenges. I got pages of them. Pages of them. Systematically, we're going to go through each and every one, and we're going to freaking get it right. Okay. Now, speaking of market research, this is pretty cool. I usually once a quarter, I open up and I do some market research. That's how important this skill is. And I'm at a point where I want to do that. So I've got to get my my meeting planner set up and send you a link. But in the meantime, if anybody's watching this and it's a give and get situation. Okay. If you want to give me 10 or 15 minutes and let me ask you a bunch of questions, then I'm going to give you 10 or 15 minutes of my time to help you with whatever video challenge or anything that you're struggling with right now. So it's a give and get. 15 minutes for 15 minutes. If that is something that you're like, heck yeah, I'll be your market research person and I'll take any feedback that I can get, then reach out to me. Right now, I'm just assembling a list because I don't have the scheduling thing done. But see, here's another example. I'm putting my message out. I'm encouraging people to want to do this before I have the tech done. You want to know? I've been talking about this, not all the time, but consistently for the last 2 weeks. I think I have 7 people on my list who want to do a market research call. And I don't have the tech done. Don't let these things stop you from moving forward. Move forward anyway. Move forward even if it's hard. Move forward even if it's awkward. You will get better. I promise you. I promise you. Any of the gurus that you've seen, that you follow, whether it's Amy Porterfield or Marie Forleo or Tony Robbins or Mel Robbins or any of them, their first few videos sucked. They sucked because you have to start, you got to suck, and then you get better. They're good at what they're doing because they've been doing it a really long time. Same with me. Okay. All right. Enough of this. Thank you for this particular video challenge. If anybody else is stuck out there and you're like, I can't get past this thing, then let's have a conversation. Let me help get you unstuck. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful, fabulous weekend, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye, guys.